Appearance-Dharshini. Good evening, and we are here. Welcome you to Maven platform. And please start with your introduction.
Thank you. So, good evening, everyone. And first of all, thank you for this wonderful opportunity because this is something which I start every session, even if I do repeated session. So, coming back for today's topic, which is creating a winning appearance. And I'm gonna introduce myself through a story where I'll be relating with the topic because we have a very limited time span. So I'm just constraining things within the time framework right now. Imagine a time where you were well groomed and someone came and complimented you. Doesn't it feel nice? Doesn't it? Yes or no? Yes, definitely it must have felt really good if the day you were well groomed and they come and compliment you. Every day morning we get up and we go stand in front of the mirror and we look ourselves in the mirror and we see what you're wearing and what does the way you've groomed yourself or your outfit communicates to the people who you go interact with. But what kind of message we want to give is our choice through the way we groom ourselves. So when I say creating a winning appearance starts with communication, and communication has two different wings. One is your verbal communication, maybe the way you talk, the way you communicate, that has a power. Along with that, you have your non-verbal communication, which is the way you groom yourself, the way you stand, the way you talk. All these things comes into your non-verbal communication. If you go back and think. So sometimes we must have all encountered these kinds of situations where I have groomed myself, but you get a feedback that you feel you're not approachable. Maybe that is the time where you need to start thinking, okay, there's something which I'll have to change the way I groom myself or outfit which I am wearing. Say, for example, I hope many of you must have attended business conferences or you must have attended different events where morning you'll be attending the conference and the evening you will have a networking dinner or networking evening as such, where you don't need your coat or your blazer which you're wearing. Say for males, or if it's females, say you're wearing a sari with a coat or you're wearing a outfit, anything with a coat till evening. By evening, you want to mellow down or you want to make yourself approachable or presentable. Still presentable, but you want to feel approachable and relaxed. You remove your coat or overcoat layer. How do you feel then? How do we feel? We feel as if, okay, it's the serious part is over or the official part is over of it. Now we need to mellow down. What happens when we stay in the same way we have groomed ourselves is that people will think, do we really need to approach this personality? Or should we approach this person at the first place? We start thinking like this. Say, for example, if you stand in front of your mirror and wear a coat or how do you feel when you wear a blazer or a jacket on top of your clothing? Anyone who's joined the meeting can give me an answer to this. How do you feel when you wear a blazer or a jacket, a third layer?
You will feel uncomfortable.
Okay, uncomfortable, fine. Okay, many of you feel uncomfortable. Agreed. So what
formal, semi-formal?
Yes, Meena ma'am.
Formal or semi-formal type of a thing. It's not casual at that
It's
moment.
not casual, exactly. So what happens, I'll tell you. When you feel that you some of you may not prefer formals or whatever, the jacket, full, full suits. Many don't prefer. So what happens, I'll tell you. Can you see me standing right now? I will show you experiment right now. Can you see me standing? Yes. Now, my if you notice, my full sleeve is not in full, it's half. What happens? I don't Your attention will not stay in the face. Your attention diverts. The minute I pull this off, what happens? Attention is not the face, but not in the body, in your hands or in your legs. The attention does not go to anywhere else other than your face. So this is the kind of impact what it has when you start grooming yourself, or the small changes which many of us don't even observe, bringing these kinds of small changes. Say, very simple, in a very layman, when you're going for an event or when you're going for an occasion, the easier way to dress yourself or create that winning appearance is through wearing or choosing wardrobe neutrals. Wardrobe neutrals is nothing but your basic blue, black, or your skin color, or your browns, beige, all that. You can use any color of either the darker shade or the lighter shade of particular color. Or say if you feel that okay, you don't want to go on a usual front, but you want to shift your energy a little, you can go for the pastel colors. Say imagine you wear a fluorescent green and go for a official meeting. What happens? You will not look appropriate to the situation. You look okay as if you've come for a party, but you're in the wrong place. You've ended up in the wrong place. This is one example of it. The same situation, take it on the other front, or I will bring you to a call the 4 A's of image management, which is a part of creating a winning appearance. All of you like shopping? Yes. Many have their own choices, their own viewpoints, not disagreeing.
Yes.
For any basic personality or any basic individual, we majorly, everyone has this mindset that if you have to buy some, to go to the branded stores. Not exactly. You will even find it in a normal store, but if you go to the proper resort, of 4 A's in image management is, first is you will have to look affordable. Basically, what it means is when we go purchase a garment or when we go purchase something for ourselves, we major of us, we check on for the pricing part of it, because not everyone can afford everything. So we check for the pricing. That is the first step. What happens when you go for a shopping? Basically, it comes down to two things. One is, are you looking for a cost effective or are you looking for a quality effective? What is that we are looking for? We will have to be clear with. That comes with a lot of understanding that we can take off the screens. But so that brings us to the first point, which is affordable. Say, for example, you can go get the same kurti or whatever you're planning to purchase from a branded store. You even get it in a store like Reliance Trends or anything, isn't it? You get it everywhere right now, but we need to check on the quality of it, and that is why I'm saying First is being affordable. Second is being authentic. Are you feeling yourself when you wear a particular outfit? If you're not feeling yourself, maybe that is not for you. But don't force yourself to be there. And that is why people, individuals like us who's into image consulting or who helps, individuals to bring their version of themselves outside. This is your first two A's, which is you're affordable and being authentic. What do you think will be the third A? Looking appropriate or being appropriate. That's when I said, what happens when you wear a fluorescent green to an official function or official occasion? This is what happens. You'll not look to the appropriate to the situation. You'll not look, you're belonging to that particular event which is happening. On the similar front, if you wear, a full suit or a formals to a wedding party, that is what happens. So that is appropriateness. And last but not the least, looking attractive. Basically, it means looking at yourself, and when others look at you, it should give a pleasant experience and nothing in your appearance is disturbing. You must have noticed many individuals wear even t-shirt and jeans for interviews. What happens? Do you think you look appropriate to that situation, or you are looking attractive to that particular situation? No, because you are not there. You're wearing something else and you're projecting yourself in for something else, isn't it? Because I would have come and sat here in my usual home clothes. I don't think no one will be taking me seriously if I come and sat like that here. I hope whoever has joined the meeting right now would agree with me. Will you be taking me seriously if I come and sit as if I've not groomed myself? You will not. None of you will not. Why so?
Not professional.
Not professional. Exactly. I could see it's just an online thing. We could have sat in our usual home clothes. But if you want to be taken seriously, then this is the way. Isn't it? On a lazy morning, you have not got yourself groomed and you're sitting whole day with that home clothes. How will you feel? You will feel all lazy, lethargic. You've not got yourself ready. You're just lying in bed whole day. And later you realize that you've wasted all of your time. And then you start getting ready. Then how do you feel? You feel powerful. Okay, I've achieved something throughout the day. So what happens? The way we see ourselves affects the way we groom ourselves. The way we groom ourselves affects the way we respond or react to a situation. Because this is a vicious cycle. But are we doing this vicious cycle appropriately? Is the question which has to be answered by our own observations. Because that's how we start thinking, or that's how we see ourselves in the mirror. I'll give you a different example. All of you all watch movies. When do we feel that movie is believable? When the graphics, when the actors, when the lot of different factors when it has to combine a movie, if everything is in place only, gets approved, or you will start enjoying the movie. If the graphics were bad, the videography was bad, will we even sit and watch that movie? No. No. How many of you watched Bahubali? Major of us must have watched. There'll be a couple of reasons why you liked that kind of a movie. There'll be a lot of reasons for various people to enjoy a particular movie. A movie like Mission Impossible. If the graphics is not, I don't think people will come and sit and watch that kind of movies. So it is the stories, it is the way you want to project yourself that matters. Because before we start talking, the moment we go stand in front of the mirror, the moment we go stand in front of an individual or on a stage, it more than we speak, our the way we stand, the way we talk, the way we project ourselves speaks a lot. Flashback, when I was a child, no toys, nothing I used to play with. The only thing I used to play with was the microphones, which is used in the events and other places. Okay, but even when I was playing, I used to make sure I used to groom myself in such a state where actually I was talking to someone, or actually I was addressing a group of audience who's sitting in front of me, imaginary audiences. Maybe not specifically in front of people, but still. But I didn't know that is gonna shape my future today, where I'm talking like this on various mediums or various platforms. And I'm proudly, I can say that just couple of days back, I gave my first TEDx talk. If I don't know how many of you are aware of that platform, but yes. So we never know where these little things which we leave unattended gives a huge impact. It leaves a huge impact because the first impression or the second impression cannot be the first impression there. Once if you have made that impression in people's mind, then that's it. It's gonna take a lot of your time to create that second impression equally to the impression what you have created at the first place. So we need to start, taking these small things into consideration and see how we can work towards it. Because all of us, all individuals who's listening to this later, or whoever has joined in along with me, these are just a couple of things, which is your voice has a power. We all individuals, our voice it has its power. Nupur's man's voice has a power, and her voice also has the power to change the world. But before that, we need to start believing in ourselves. It's not just about creating that appearance, you need to sound like it. Otherwise, the way you look, the way people see you, and the way you have perceived yourself inside your minds goes contradictory. It is not in congruence, or it's not in match. That's when you're misunderstanding all these issues start. Our wishes in the later stage, whoever wants to explore this on a deeper level, we can connect on a personal front, or you can connect with one of us here and we can get ourselves connected. So any questions before I go forward?
So far, so
Any
good.
questions? No?
So far, so good, because self-image is very, very important for our personal growth.
Yes, it is. It is very important.
Yeah, I'll have questions for you at the end
Go
on
ahead.
my dressing. Yeah.
You can ask me. Go ahead. It's okay.
So, uh, so, what kind of colors will suit me or the other person? Since we are talking about dressing right today, we're talking about dressing right today.
Yes. Okay.
So I'll just
what I
ask.
can do is I can give you the basic inputs. I'll give you the
Yeah.
basic ones, and then we can take it on a personal front, post the session, because it's a detailed talk altogether, because every individual has her or his own style of doing things.
Yeah. Okay.
First, we need to understand. See, here there are two factors. One, we need to understand what is your personal front. Two, we need to understand what is your lifestyle. Because many a times what happens is your work, your social, and your personal does not match with your wardrobe. This happens in many places. But if you see, even if you open your cupboard today after the session, You will be not using your 80% of the wardrobe will be lying just like that. Only 20% of it, which we call it, or which in our terms we call it wardrobe orphans, where we don't use it. But we have spent hell lot of money in buying that particular product just because either it was on sale or we liked it so much. We must have used it 1 or 2 times. Happens. Yes. So this is what happens with our wardrobe part of it. See, I've just given you, different examples, different situations. The best part is easily to understand easily. Go for wardrobe neutrals. If you feel you can't waste your time in thinking, what to wear for what, or if you're finding that, your physicality, your body shape is not, allowing it to wear, then we can get into on a one-on-one call, or we can discuss that on a later stage, because there are different body shapes and you need to know how to groom yourself in your body shape. And it is done at its best when it is done on a one-on-one call. That we'll take it later. It's best go with wardrobe neutrals, which is your blue, black, gray, browns, whatever you call, or your pastel colors. Or what, I'll give you a very simple example. If you see, Nupur ma'am, can you just pin your video? Sorry, I'm taking you as an example here. If you notice a video, she's wearing a orange color kurta which is complementing her face, because she has a yellowish undertone in her skin color, or that brightness is complementing that orange color. So it's as easy as see what colors complements with your skin. Say, for example, you want people's attention in your face. Maybe, especially for ladies, I'm saying this, you can wear a lipstick or majorly lipstick with your top color. Or you can go for some maroon or shades of maroon or tints of maroon, which is a lighter shade of maroon. Or your lip color, simple, easily.
I'm wearing dark orange towards
Yes.
more.
So you're otherwise, if say you're not a makeup person, what you can do is you can accessorize yourself in such a way. If you're wearing you're going for a formal event and you're wearing a formals, you want to accessorize it. As simple as just wear a simple pearl chain, which has a not very small, not very big. The medium size pearls you will get. Say you're going for an event or a wedding kind of an occasion, you don't like to wear anything garment outfits wise heavy. So what you need to do is either you can match yourself with a lipstick and a bit heavier jewelry, or you can do the vice versa, where you can wear a heavy outfit and wear a minimal jewelry. But to understand that, we'll have to get into on a one-on-one call, because telling it completely here will not get you there. So this is what it is. So if anyone is watching this video a little later, come back with your questions, or you can connect with me on a personal front. We will take it forward from there. Meena ji, any questions? No? Yes?
Yes, question. Since I have lived in New York for many, many years, and
okay.
Coach, I have worked with fashion people.
Okay.
And in fact, there are no norms, no clues. More crazier you look, more acceptable you are, and more creative you are taken very seriously. And I have worked with so many designers, and I keep wondering how different they dress, and that's their asset. So now, what ma'am is talking about is corporate jobs and corporate, like you wear blazer, you wear jeans, not jeans, but
yes.
So I have lived in alternate world, I must say, meeting with these people. And in New York, every day I see very crazy people and crazily dressed.
It
but
affects, yes. It's your profession also which you choose.
Yeah. So it's a profession what you choose. And now in US, our children go to financial work, they wear shorts to work. It is such a big change in this decade, in this 10 years I'm seeing. it's most casual. Like earlier, my husband was a vice president of a bank, and he was wearing formals only. One day he was Friday, it was semi-casual, like with blazer and maybe some.
I agree with you.
So very
This is for someone, I said.
Yeah, and this is happening all over. New people, new generation, new, I don't know, XYZ, what is there?
It is there. Everywhere it is there.
They're very differently. And
See, this majorly, this is
performance. It's
majorly applies to people who feel.
I mean, their bosses are wearing floral Hawaiian shirts and all at work, as long as performance based. Now it's not on looks based, it's performance based.
Yeah, true.
It's melting pot. So I just wanted to throw in that everything is acceptable.
Everything is acceptable. This is majorly why I brought this topic was if you feel you're not, if any one of you feel here or who's listening to this later, if you feel that you're not able to build your confidence internally, this is the way to build your confidence so that you look confident. It's just that simple trick for that, which I put up as a session. See, everything is acceptable right now, but sometimes, these kinds of external things works for certain people out there.
Yes. And when I came to this country way back in 35 years ago, I read the books about what to wear, not flashy colors, not red color, not blue color.
You can wear anything, ma'am, for that matter.
Yeah. No. Now I'm realizing that if I'm hiring somebody, I've been in business, I've hired many people. I mean, to me, it was all performance and IQ based. Like, if you are intelligent, it doesn't matter, So I hired 10 people, and, my approach was very different, and it worked for my business. So everything is like calibration, all I'm getting to understand.
Yeah.
True. He's right, I am right, and some are not totally right. But there is a message to it. And I'm understanding you at the same time. I'm giving you different perspective, what I'm experiencing in this past. Yes. Wanted to share with you.
Thank you so much. Yes, any questions? Or it's better we take questions of the thing if that is what, if anyone wants here, or we can call it a session.
I would like to say one thing on Meena ji's description and perspective. Only thing is, see, country and cultures are different, and things are changing all the time. Fashion is changing all the time. And I would say, I don't know how you will take it. I say you dress as you identify with the crowd. Okay, where you are going, you dress up that way. If Meenaji is in US and she wears sari in informal, casual way, she won't be able to, move around confidently. So she should blend with the crowd, with the way they are dressing, and also they should maintain their dignity first, right? So that is how I perceive that cultural difference are there. In Australia, someone is wearing something else. Their differences are there, cultural differences are there, informal, formal, casual, everything is different. So things are changing, fashion is changing all the time. The thing is, you should maintain your identity. That is what your identity is, your confidence. That is what I feel. And yes, trends are changing. Young generation is changing. They are changing their dressing style. They are changing their fashion style. So you have to maintain your uniqueness, however you work. Right?
Thank you.
Thank you, Meenaji, and thank you, Darshini, for a beautiful, interaction.
I hope this session helps someone in some way, hopefully.
Yes. So should we move ahead, or Darshini?
I think if no questions, then we can call it a close.
Okay. Rajvini, would you like to say something?
I think I like all the colors except black. I don't know. Isn't
Rajvin, I think it's better we connect on a personal front because it's all individual basis, as Nupur ma'am said, Meena ma'am said. So I think it's better we connect on a personal front.
Yeah. Thank you
I think
so
that's
much.
better.
Thank you, Darshini. Thank
Thank
you,
you.
everyone out here.
Thank you so
for being
much.
with us. Thank you very
Enjoy
much.
the
Thank
talk.
you,
Thank
Meenaji, for connecting from New York.
you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Enjoy
Michael.
the
Thank
talk.
you very much. I will end.